Good morning, pregame crew. It is Friday, February 17th, 2023, 8:20 a.m. Eastern, 6:20 a.m. Mountain Time. You're at the pregame show. Welcome. It's Friday. So, what we do here on this show, I will officially start in about 10 minutes. I get started a little early just to let myself warm up a little to TA, say hello to my friends, do an audio visual check, and give time for people to come into the room, say hi to one another, sit down, get a comfortable seat. So, we will get started in 9 minutes with indices, commodities, crypto movers, and shakers of the day. So, right now, let's jump to hi, friends. Audio visual check. Perfect. Night Truck. Thank you. Hey, Nugget. Hey, Night Truck. Hey, Carlos. You're number one. Hey, Matthew. Homebody, Behawk, Joe, Topher. Hey, Tess. Joe. I Play Channel, Crazy Cow. Paul. Bonjour, Roger. Bass, Christine. It's TA time. Hey, Sam and Johnny and Duke. I understand that there are a lot more of you out there that don't interact, and I just want to say hello to you too. You may not feel like typing, maybe you're driving and you can't type in chat, so I'm just going to say hello to you too. Hey, Robert. All right, let's scroll up and let's see if we have chart requests and jump right into it. I want to bring up now, so you understand, this is a real-time trade I just took at 1835.90 on gold. So I am in a long on gold. It is a high risk long, meaning it's counter trend, high probability of not working out. But if it does work out, the risk to reward is really good. So I got to start out with $1. I have a smug smile on my face, by the way. This dollar thing, it gave us this cute little heads up here on, what was that, Wednesday, pulled back, and everybody's, Lori, the dollar trick didn't work. Well, look at that. That meddling mother-in-law, she just totally meddled and messed with that relationship. And now, dollar's strong and ES is pulling back. Crazy lady Lori, not so crazy. So, we're 4 hour overbought. We crossed into overbought this morning on the dollar, and we're in a weekly downtrend. So I'm looking for the dollar to pull back temporarily and provide a little scalp on gold as we look for the weekly higher low. So I'm looking for it. It doesn't mean it's going to happen, and I'm willing to stop out if I'm wrong. My stop is going to be down here around 1832. I'm in micros, so I'm not going to just like hyperventilate about it if it doesn't work. So you should position size accordingly as well. All right, now I'll do chart request. I know, right, Joe? All right, Deere had earnings. Paul, you're such an earnings fiend. Had a little bit of a falling wedge, not quite on the technical setup, but earnings, they had a beat. It's being perceived bullishly anyway. I don't know exactly what the numbers were. I looked at them, but I have forgotten already. So in a 15-minute uptrend, your high of the morning, 419.50. Your next resistance, 423.39. Bulls have made room for a 4 hour higher low. If the market is weak, it will dampen this Deere bullish reaction. So just know that the market weakness can rain on the bulls party on these names that beat, like DKNG. I mean, they could have a great day still, but they're going to want the market to shore up a little bit in order for them to get some continuation patterns. Hey, Simone. Hey, Jorge, Adam. Sure. Okay, wait. I don't think I missed any others. Nope. ASTR, USDT. Daily uptrend. Nice volume. It's not the ideal 4 hour bull flag here with these upper wicks, so I'm going to refrain from calling it a bull flag. Hourly, you're 10.50. You have a double bottom at 10.50 here. as you go sideways. Bulls are going to want to hold that. Your next support to the downside is 10.08, resistance 11.50, all healthy consolidation at this point. Daily's overbought, weekly's overbought. If you're in long, I'd stay in long as these hourly EMAs are below you. Okay. MARA. MARA is a tough one for me, and Riot. Bitcoin is holding up better than the indices. If I didn't know MARA was correlated to Bitcoin or Riot, I would say, these are great shorts. But knowing what I know about Bitcoin, it's a tough call here. So on the daily, we're looking for a higher low. We got a bearish reversal candle yesterday with a big upper wick of profit taking. Plenty of room for a daily higher low compared to 551. Okay, so we know that. Potential 4-hour bear flag forming. Pre-market resistance 734. It could be a top fish level. High risk though with Bitcoin holding up better, and this is a holiday weekend. We're closed Monday, y'all. Market's closed. Crypto tends, not always, tends to have bullish weekends on holiday weekends. So I just don't know that shorting MARA would be my play, and it'd be tough to go long down here as well. You could go long against $7.10, $7 or $6.80. SMH. Okay, SMH 241.55 is that key daily support. The bulls are going to want to hold. We are not in a daily uptrend, so hourly oversold does not mean as much. Remember that. 15-minute EMAs overhead, hourly EMAs overhead. Bears are in control, reverse back burner day. I would set an alert. Let me know when SMH gets RSI overbought on the 5-minute or 15-minute in regular trading hours, and I'd look for a top fish. ETH has been stronger than Bitcoin. Enough room for a 4-hour higher low. Daily double top. Yeah, we may be losing that correlation here, or that strength. ETH is in an hourly, ETH BTC is now in an hourly downtrend. ETH showed relative strength overnight. It broke the hourly high here. It got over 1670 here, and Bitcoin was unable to here and here. So, but you know, could this be the end of Ethereum leading Bitcoin by the nose? Possibly. Possibly. You're going to want to see a little more price action to confirm that. And we're testing the hourly 50 MA right now. We'll get started in 2 minutes. Good morning. Slow Devil, is there a thing as too much volume? I don't know. Yes, if you are in a long and you get a vol climax and you get major volume come in on a long, you really probably want to scale out, because that max greed can sometimes signal the end of a run and vice versa. That when you get that max bear volume at the bottom of a downtrend can sometimes represent that max capitulation and could be a time of a potential reversal. So definitely it could be a warning signal. Okay, TLT is attempting to bottom in this 101-100 area. Your next support is 99.35 double bottom. Bonds have been telling us that the market was weak under the hood. So this table that I look at, this tells me what's going on under the hood that may not be reflected in ES. And bonds and dollar have told us the market is not strong. Price action has said, whoa, 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 we're just going to keep going north, and the bonds and the dollar have been signaling don't trust it, don't trust it. And sure enough, it was right. So TLT 4-hour oversold, looking for a weekly higher low. Okay, let me say that again. We're looking for a weekly higher low in this EQ pattern. and 4-hour is oversold. This is typically where we look for those bounces. So I like TLT long. If bulls can hold this 185, I mean, they got to prove it to you with some type of price action once the market opens, but I like TLT long. You're welcome, Succulent Life. Y'all ready to get started? Let's get started. Good morning. Welcome to the pregame show. This is who I am. I'm Chart Gal Lori, and I am part of this wonderful Chart Guys community. And what we do over there in that Slack chat is we teach technical analysis. And what I do here every morning, by the way, if you want to give me a follow on Twitter at Chart Gal Lori, that'd be great. What I do here every morning is I go over indices, commodities, crypto movers, and shakers of the day. I have my notes that I will show you part of my notes today. And then I have this table, and this table is a way for me to convey to you what I'm seeing as my dashboard of what's healthy and what's not. It would be kind of like looking at if a patient says, I feel great, I feel wonderful, and then you say, wait, your blood pressure is high, but I feel really, really, really good. I feel great, okay? But your cholesterol is really high. Can a patient feel that their cholesterol is high? No. Can a patient feel that maybe they're anemic? Not always. They don't always show symptoms. But sometimes the lab values can tell us things that the patient doesn't feel. Our patient, ES, has not felt sick this week, but the dollar and bonds told us something is going on underneath the hood. Y'all, that was a fire analogy. I don't care who you are. That was pretty good. Okay. So, of course, we're leaning a little more bearish today, and it's not always, of course. It could be leaning more bullish. We have decent amount of points for the bulls, and I would say Bitcoin is one of the larger items that I see that's saying, market may bounce this morning. So don't always just short based on this number. And yes, I was a little smug here on the dollar and bonds, and that's okay. I'm allowed. And yesterday, speaking of being smug, Canadian Brett just told me this morning he wished he would have played this. This was a snapshot, a screenshot of yesterday's YouTube video where I said, I'm looking long in the morning and short in the afternoon, looking for 4-hour higher lows, and then shifting to looking for hourly and 4-hour lower highs in the afternoon. And that worked out so well. So if any of you actually followed that advice, if you could put a 1 in chat, that'd be lovely. I'd love to know. And this is my gold entry that I just shared. And we're right at that level right now. It doesn't mean it's going to work out. So please size accordingly. All right, actually, I'm going to take my notes off screen if I can, and then I'll show them as needed. Okay, let me get back to ES. Hang Seng is down 1.28% overnight, and DAX is currently down 0.65. So we're feeling that pressure over in Europe and in Asia. We have minor data today, yet we still have Fed speakers. And I posted in chat yesterday, hey, Bullard is speaking in 45 minutes. Hey, Bullard is speaking. And I had someone say, but he's not a voting member. Remember, these non-voting members still sit at the same table as everybody else. So they're still weighing on giving their opinions and giving their economic advice to their peers. They still influence the decision whether they're voting or not. So Bullard is not a voting member this year or next year. He will be a voting member in 2025. He's the biggest hawk. Every time he talks, the market experiences some volatility. It's worth it to just put it in your noggin. Okay, Bullard's talking. And that doesn't mean get bearish. It just means size accordingly with whatever position you're in and proceed with caution. So we do have some Fed speakers today. And most importantly, and I'm going to get close to the mic. Can you hear me right now? This is monthly OpX day. It could be major volatility. It could bring extreme illiquid situations, volatility. We have a ton of options expiring today. You could get a ton of fake outs. The confidence that I had yesterday in that higher low and lower high is different today. I have less conviction on my thesis because I'm in the anything can happen mode. Remember we talked about caution days yesterday? Today's a caution day. When you have monthly OPEX, when you have quad witching, those are caution days just like FOMC or CPI. A lot of things can happen, so be prepared for anything and volatility. So I think that message is now very, very, very well conveyed. Okay, and I'm going to tell you what prop firms know that most retail traders don't, but I'm going to go over ES first. Okay. So we've lost our 4-hour uptrend in ES, and we're down here at support 406075. So we're at support. So this is put up or shut up time for bulls. We're at the daily support in this EQ 406075. On the weekly, we still have weekly inside bars. Okay, y'all hang with me here. Weekly inside bars. Notice I didn't say daily, 4-hour, hourly, 15-minute, 5-minute, 1-minute, weekly. So if you have an inside bar break, look at this one. Great example. It broke to the upside. Do you expect that to last one day? No. Some people wait for these weekly inside bars to break for days on end. And when it happens, let your winner run. Okay, if it's a winner, and it could reverse on you and be a loser. But if it were to break bear today, I would anticipate more follow through to the downside than just today. So remember that if you're looking for a swing short, say, whoa, we had double weekly inside bars. This one isn't confirmed today. It'd have to close like this today in order to confirm. If it breaks last week's support, I anticipate that bearishness to last more than one day. So let your winners run. Now I'm going to get to what do prop firms know that most retail traders do not implement. Prop firms require a stop loss on every single trade. Now there are some that do not. There are some that do not. 95% of them, I've been researching this, require a stop loss on every trade, or you get totally kicked out of the firm. Second thing is risk to reward must be 1 to 2, meaning if your stop loss, like Surge Trader says your max, I think it's like 1,000 or 1,250. 1,000 is your max loss, but your profit to audition must be 2,500. So that's 1 to 2.5. So as newer traders or traders that are inconsistently profitable, we see it over and over and over. And y'all ask me about this day in, day out. How do I let my winners run? Well, if you were working for a prop firm and you didn't, you'd get fired. Well, how is this not a business if you're trading your personal money? This is as much of a business as any business. So you should fire yourself if you don't let your winners run. How do we do that? Okay, now, this is major. So here's the things that prop firms know that most retail traders don't. And what must you remind yourself of in order to let your winners run? When we see green, it becomes a siren calling us. We must be Odysseus. Odysseus, and if I'm saying it wrong, just deal with it. I'm from Louisiana. I do the best I can with what I got. Odysseus was curious as to what the siren sang to him and how amazing it would be. So on the advice of whomever, sirs, he had all of his sailors plug their ears with beeswax and tie him to the mast. He ordered the men to tie him tightly to the mast, and no matter how much he might beg, don't cut him free. I've left that. Okay, you must be Odysseus. As soon as you see green, it should not be the sirens calling to you and you jump off the boat to your death going to listen to the sirens underneath the water and they kill you because they're luring you off the boat. Tie yourself to the mast until you see 1.2. 1 to 2. Now, it's not the full scale. You could scale out a little bit in 1-to-1 profit, but you gotta let your winners run. And until you can fix this, you will not be a profitable trader. Because if you are willing to let your loss be $100 and you take profit at $50 and your win rate is 60%, we can do a Monte Carlo simulator as to how fast your account would blow up, because it would. It absolutely, your risk of ruin is high. Your account will be over. This math does not work. It does not work. So please, please, please let your winners run. And that's what prop firms know that retail traders don't know or don't implement. So you need to fire yourself if you can't learn to let your winners ride. And set your one cancels the other, put your stop loss in and your target order, and shut down the freaking phone, shut down the computer, and let it be. All right? Okay, back to charts. ES. And if that helped anyone in here of the 332 of you right now, hit the like button. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. It helps the whatever, those algo thingamajigs. 406075, we're down here hovering, risking losing that daily 21 EMA. Bears have control right now. So I am giving you very risky advice. Bears are in control. However, I think a bottom fish against 4060 makes sense. Give it about 4-point run. And then, of course, you have to get at least 8 points to the upside, or I'm a liar and going against what I'm trying to tell you to do. So for ES, we have to get along. We have to hold this 4060 or it's game over for the bulls for the day. And I say for the day, at least for the morning, because we're going to have a lot of volatility. The closer we get to 4 p.m. Eastern, we're going to become more and more volatile. Okay, hourly EMAs are overhead. Bears are in control. Now, the aggressive bull is looking for a potential long against 4060. Now, let's put our hat on and go to the aggressive. The aggressive bear is waiting. I should say conservative bear, but maybe not, is waiting for that first 5-minute overbought. Let's go set our alert. Tell me when RSI gets to 70. And then look for short. Tell me when RSI gets to 70 on the 15-minute. And look for a short. Reverse back burner day, folks. We're looking for overbought conditions to look for top fishing. Oh, y'all are so cute. Yeah, sure, Night Truck, for you, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so ES, we haven't lost daily support, all right? That's important. NASDAQ, we have double weekly inside bars. We haven't lost daily support. We're a little farther away from daily support than ES, a little stronger, okay? RTY, even stronger. We're still holding daily support, 1906. Well, guess who wet the bed? Dow. Dow lost that the daily support, 33543. And y'all remember this? I had this drawn on our lovely Valentine's Day. And as I said yesterday, it decapitated the bulls up here. And look where we find ourselves. Down here at the bottom trend line of the 4-hour broadening formation. So yes, the Dow is the weakest, but this Dow chart gives me a little more confidence in buying that 4060 on ES and being willing to be stopped out if I'm wrong. Okay? Y'all with me? Does that mean we're going to be long and strong and green all day? No. No. I'm expecting plenty of red to go around. All right? Plenty of red. This is just, I'm measuring risk to reward. All right. All right, so on VIX, we have plenty of room for hourly high or low. The daily gets a little messy. A daily lower high is anticipated compared to 21.94, all right? But we're over that daily 50 MA. That's kind of important. So the VIX, I did give credit to the market bulls. No, I didn't delete that. For market bulls because of that daily lower high, but we are in, I should have just left that off because that's not accurate. So on VIX, I'm looking for a daily lower high that helps market bulls, but this hourly chart's beautiful. That's a point in favor of market bears. So VIX isn't really helping us. All right, Bitcoin. Would you look at that? Where's Bitcoin having a problem? Hourly EMAs, Great Wall of Louisiana. 4 hour looks just fine. Absolutely just fine. 4 hour uptrend. I can't say that about its buddies, NASDAQ ES. Now, again, if you weren't here 15 minutes ago, I mentioned that Bitcoin could, not necessarily, have a bullish weekend. Crypto tends to have a bullish overall flavor on holiday weekends, and the markets close Monday. So crypto tends to have a bullish flair. Do I think it's going to go take out 25,256 in the next 30 minutes? No. It is holding up a little better. It's holding up a little better. So with Bitcoin, I would be careful, very careful, top fishing. Okay. I have to choose my words very carefully, y'all, because I know some of y'all are very, very literal, and I want to be as clear as possible. Market's popping. Okay. Ethereum is a little stronger. As I mentioned, we got an hourly higher high. We're in an uptrend. We're hanging on to the 50 MA by the hair of its chinny chin chin. However, we're still trapped below the 21 EMA. How this resolves, if we lose 1649, I would be out as a bull if we lose 1649. If you've had a long and you rode this up, congratulations. But below 1649, I'd be a little concerned. Gold. Okay, let's go to the dollar again. If you missed it at the beginning of the show, I shared that I am in gold. I already took the snippet out, but I'm in gold at 1835.90. And the reason is we're in a weekly downtrend on the dollar, weekly downtrend, and 4 hour got overbought. Trust me, I was up at 240 this morning. So when I woke up, it was overbought. In a weekly downtrend, 4 hour overbought, that's typically where you start looking for a top fish. Wow, that worked out beautifully. I love TA. And then gold, we're looking for a weekly higher low. 4 hour had bullish divergence here. So let's see, what did I say at 3 o'clock this morning on gold? So I always have fun because most people don't go read these at 3 a.m. So I was saying the weekly uptrend, 1811 is the 50 MA bulls hoping for a hold of this key level, and we have slight bull divergence. But as my Meemaw would say, you can hope in one hand and pee in the other and see which one fills up faster. So just because we have hope, that's not reason enough to take a trade. However, I like the risk to reward, so I took the gold trade this morning. And if you missed it, my stop is down around 1832. And I always say around because remember, some people like to front run stops. And if you're in a small cap or something that's a little less liquid, they can front run you. So I'm conditioned to just say the general area of my stop or target. All right. And I'm not looking for a home run on gold, just a scout. Hey, Eric, I went to bed at like 7:30 this morning, 7:30 yesterday evening. So I still get sleep. Oil's weak. We're in a daily downtrend. 4 hour approaching oversold, but does it matter when we're in a weekly downtrend? Nope. So reverse back burner on oil, I would say first 15-minute overbought could be a good top fish area. Nat gas In hindsight, I would have recorded what I said about nat gas 3 weeks ago and just hit replay every morning so I don't have to say the same thing every single day. There's going to be a day when nat gas reverses and it's bullish. So how long do you want to hold bags until that happens? And I'm looking at the 4,012 of you that message me every single day saying, is it time to buy nat gas? So just know there's a lot of you trying to buy nat gas, already bought nat gas, bag holding. So nat gas is bearish until it isn't. Look at that whack. Got whacked by the hourly 8 EMA. It's going to have a bull day and it's going to be beautiful. But your guess is good as mine as when that's going to happen, because the bulls have not shown the whites of their eyes at all. Apple. Let's back up. Let's get perspective. Weekly double top. How many gifts do you get of these where you have almost an exact weekly double top? You don't get a lot of those. Look at this. This is when Apple hit 3 trillion market cap, which act as synthetic resistance. And this was a monthly lower high. I'm on the weekly, but it's a monthly lower high top fish. I mean, that's within $3. And look what you could have gotten 33% on that. We don't get a lot of those. You're getting one on Apple. You're getting a weekly double top, meaning your risk to reward is clearly defined. And what I noticed on Apple is this daily head and shoulders RSI back here. So Apple is looking weak. Now it's still holding the daily 8 EMA. Don't get it twisted. But yesterday's candle looks weak with that big upper wick of profit taking. The bears have to confirm that bearish reversal pattern today. But I like top fishes against 157.50 as long as that area holds. I like the risk to reward of a swing short on Apple. Jorge, I knew it. Oh God, so funny. I knew it was going to be you, Jorge. Okay, so Amazon's looking to confirm this daily bear flag. If it breaks 96.23, it confirms. 5 and 15 minute overbought conditions. Reverse back burner is your trade setup for the day. Nvidia has more room for a daily higher low. Definitely healthy. It's healthy overall. But look at that weekly double top. 230.20, 230.49. Hourly EMAs are overhead, potential bear flag. Bounces are for shorting, reverse back burner. Tesla. Guess what? Reverse back burner. First 5 and 15 minute overbought. I would look for shorts on Tesla. They had the recall yesterday. Even though it's a software recall, it was still perceived bearishly, and Tesla has doubled since January 6th. So, consolidation would be healthy at this point. mRNA has some flu vaccine bearish news this morning. I like mRNA for a short against 165.30, looking for 5 and 15 minute overbought for potential short. Netflix looking for, and Dan went short this on a swing yesterday, which I like. 344.25 is your next support. I like shorting pops on 5 and 15 minute overbought. PANW. How close does this resemble Apple? Hit weekly resistance. We had a daily inside bar yesterday. We lose our daily inside bar support at 171.94, which we've lost in pre-market. Oh, I did not see that earnings. Shoot. Earnings on Tuesday. Well, that kind of messes things up. I was looking for a potential short on a short swing on Palo Alto. So I'm going to have to pump the brakes on that idea because I did not notice earnings. Wells Fargo, if we lose 46.98, that's a loss of a daily uptrend. And this is different for me. I usually don't like to buy breaks, but I would like to buy a break of 46.98. And when I buy a break, I scale smaller because your stop loss is a little farther away. But I like Wells Fargo short below 46.98. All right, so I like Wells Fargo short, Y'all got the picture. Palo Alto Network, short, Tuesday earnings, careful. Netflix, mRNA, Tesla, all 8 names. Reverse back burner, 5 15-minute overbought, looking for shorts. Doesn't mean they're going to set up perfectly, but that's what I'm looking for. Okay, let's look at SoFi. Daily inside bar, resistance 728, support 695. We're breaking that daily inside bar in pre-market. It has to happen during regular trading hours. The loss of 695 would be an inside bar bear break. Potential hourly bear flag. Bounces are for shorting. Okay. Alex, you hear sirens all day. Hello, hello, win for you. All right, there are 386 of you and 191 likes. Can we get it over 200 before I wrap up today? Y'all have a wonderful weekend. I'm so glad you were here. If I've helped you at all, just come back next week. You don't even have to hit the like button. Just come back next week and tell somebody. Bring a friend. And TCGers, I'll have these notes to you here shortly and a copy of the table. And I will be in the room all day. And I have the live stream midday. We have 3 live streams a day at Chart Guys where you get all your chart requests answered live. And at any time you can type in the room, hey, help me with SoFi. And we all chime in. Most of us, some of us, or at least one of us will chime in and give you our thoughts. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a great day. Oh, and use stop losses.